everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome one and all to this week's Ponderous Wednesday. Now if you're new to my channel or don't know, Ponderous Wednesdays are my forum for taking a thought-provoking and interesting topic and having a good old natter and ramble about it here on YouTube to stimulate some interesting discussion down in the comment section. Now this week we are going to be talking about all things Queen's Beastie, as you may have guessed from the large and very attractive looking selection of Queen's Beast coins. I have to say I think I've outdone myself here on the staging of today's video, but that is in part to just how attractive this series is. And today we're going to talk about firstly that, just how I think this series is probably one of the premier series out there to collect. It really is shaping up to be an amazing, attractive looking series. But not only that, the coins are gaining in premium. We've seen huge premium growth on bullion coins, on the 10-ounce coins, on the gold coins, even the gold proof coins. The silver proof coins are struggling maybe a little bit to catch up with some of the others, but nevertheless, there's a lot of really interesting things to talk about this series. So I thought today that I would share we're at the halfway point. We're just slightly over the halfway point. So I share a lot of my thoughts and opinions on the series to date, share with you what I'm collecting, what types of coins I'm collecting, because there's an awful lot of different options out there for the Queen's Beast series. Now, today's video really is just my own thoughts and opinions as it relates to me, my situation and my strategy going forward with these coins. If you are looking to get into them, I'd suggest that you do a lot more research than just watching my humble opinions and videos, because today's video is not financial advice. So bear that in mind, please. Now that disclaimer out the way, the Queen's Beast series, it is, in my opinion, as I said earlier, I think it's the premier series to collect probably in the world right now. It's so popular, certainly from the UK at least. You know, the Royal Mint have really knocked the ball out of the park with this series. This was the first release, the Queen's Beast Lion, and it was an incredibly popular release. I remember this was actually just when I was getting properly started with collecting coins, and I remember seeing all the buzz about this on the Silver Forum. In fact, I joined the Silver Forum just as this coin was being released, and I got my very first one from Numistacker of all people. So it was, you know, it's a really good series. It's had a lot of buzz about it, and it's continued to impress, as you've seen with the bullion versions here. The silver, we've got the griffin, the dragon, the unicorn, the bull, and very soon this slot here will be filled up with the falcon. Now, the series is shaping up really well in terms of design, although there have been some maybe relatively negative opinions on the recent release of the Queen's Beast Falcon. Now, in the unboxing and review that I did last week, I think it was on Saturday last week, I was a little bit on the fence about this, and I want to put a bit of a correction, a bit of a retraction in there. I said that the Falcon was not necessarily the best design out there. It's really growing on me, I have to say. I've really enjoyed looking at this a bit more. I rewatched my own video, and actually I thought about it, and I really do like the Falcon. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and that's part of the attraction for me of these proof coins, because the proof coins, let's get them so we can compare them. The proof coins are shaping up to be very good indeed. Now, one of the really annoying things though about the proof coins is that they're not at the same release schedule as the regular bullion versions of the coins, which is a little bit frustrating. So the Royal Mint and the Royal Mint Bullion department apparently are working on different schedules for these coins to be released. So you know, that's a little bit frustrating. It's one of those things though, you can at least maybe get to appreciate a design before it comes out. So, you know, we know pretty much what the Falcon is going to look like in bullion, even though the Falcon has been released earlier than the bullion version. So despite the sort of slight lack of communication between various Royal Mint departments, we've seen the major designs, the earliest designs, all come out in their various shapes and sizes. Now, the various shapes and sizes is something to talk about, because if you're looking at getting involved with the Queen's Beast series like I was right at the start, there's so many Queen's Beast shapes and types and finishes to think about. And I made a video, gosh, it was probably over a year ago now, about this. Are there too many Queen's Beast types to collect out there? And yeah, I think there probably are. If you look at all of the different sizes, you know, I'm half expecting Queen's Beast to come out with a kilo bullion version of the Queen's Beast series, but I'm not sure they're going to do that now. But you know, it's just one of those things which is hard to choose, and if today's video does nothing else but give you an overview of what you might like to collect, you know, then that's great from my perspective. But from my perspective, I think what I've got here represents a pretty healthy, you know, approach and strategy to collecting this series. So first of all, I'm a kind of coin fanatic. I love coin collecting. I always have, and as such I think that the proof versions of these coins are going to be well worth hanging on to for the long term. You know, they go hand in hand basically with these bullion coins. If the bullion coins are successful, if the bullion coins garner a huge following and you know, desirable following, it only makes sense that the proof coins will eventually follow that. And we have seen that to some extent. Along the way of collecting these proof coins, I've been purchasing multiples of the quarter-ounce gold Queen's Beast proof. I decided to go for the quarter-ounce Queen's Beast proof because the budget did not allow for a set of 1 ounce proof Queen's Beast series at nearly £1,800 a pop. That would be quite a lot. But I purchased multiples of these as I went along, and I have flipped a couple of them, and they've made money, and they've essentially helped pay for some of the others which are in the series, which is brilliant. And that's proving that these coins are popular even after release. And we've just seen recently this one being released, the Queen's Beast Falcon. I didn't actually pick up multiples of this because you know, I saw the initial pictures, I saw the initial reaction, wasn't that you know, that popular, but it's been the second fastest behind the Unicorn selling out of quarter-ounce gold Queen's Beast. So that's potentially an opportunity missed to have picked up multiples of the Queen's Beast Falcon quarter-ounce proof. But you know, beyond the quarter-ounce proof, there's silver proofs. We've got the silver proofs here. They might not perform quite as well, in my opinion. But there, again, it's ticking that collector's side for me, which is important, and I really enjoy them. I'm collecting actually 2 versions of the silver proofs. I'm collecting them in their display stands here, but also getting some of them graded. And as you can see, I've got 2 69s and 2 70s at the moment, which is actually quite frustrating as a collector because I would like to have them all uniform rather than, you know, I'd be quite happy if they're all 69s or all 70s, but they're not. But, you know, that's what I enjoy. I enjoy slabbed coins. They are easier, in my opinion, to display than having all of these out. I don't really have somewhere in my house where, you know, these coins would all sit out on a mantelpiece. So these represent a cool way for me to enjoy the coins. You know, again, I can pick them up and I can enjoy them very easily without worrying about damaging them or the capsule. So that's why I grade some of these coins. Now, grading is something to touch on because the grading of the Queen's Beast series has proved to be a great way of making additional money on the coins. We've seen the quarter-ounce coins, and well, it's partly because of the design of these coins. The quarter-ounce and 2-ounce silver coins have proved to be incredibly difficult to grade. And consequently, the few coins out there that are graded at the sort of MS70 grade are very, very popular and also garner really great prices. So, you know, grading these coins is going to be hard. The natural design of them means there's a lot of kind of nicks and dents on the coins, micro nicks and dents, I should point out, not huge ones, but they do enough to not get that perfect 70 grade. So I'm not grading the bullion versions because I do think that that's a little bit too much of a kind of risk for me. I know there's a lot of you out there who are trying to do that and are successfully achieving that as well, but it's just not quite what I want to do with the bullion versions. Proof versions, more than happy. You're pretty much guaranteed to get 69s and 70s. But to put it in an example, so this very first Queen's Beast series coin, I mentioned I bought it from Uncle Numistacker, and it was because he had put it in for grading, and it had got a MS63 or 62 or something, so it was a pretty much disastrous grade, and he offered it out at a pretty cheap price, so I broke it out the slab, and here we have it. So yeah, interesting decisions to be made if you want to get them graded. Personally, I'm not. Now, as to the different types of bullion coins, you can see here I've got an array of different bullions. We've got the 2-ounce silvers, which I'm collecting here in, by the way, this amazing box. Let's show you the box quickly. So the box is made by a community member on the Silver Forum called Alan. He is an incredible craftsman and he's done a great bang-up job on this box. It's got a little magnet on it, so I'm going to struggle to open it on camera now. But he's done a fantastic job on this box. It really is pretty outstanding. Hopefully, and if Alan, you're watching this one, we need one for the 10-ounce coins. That's your next task, should you choose to accept it. It would be a big old box, but it would be worth it because these 10-ounce coins are, in my opinion, some of the best coins, best bullion coins to invest in at the moment. Now, premiums. Let's talk a little bit about premiums on these coins in this series. So the premiums on the Queen's Beast series have grown quite considerably, and no more so than the 1-ounce gold. Now, you'll notice that I don't have lots of 1-ounce gold, but you shrewd viewers out there have probably eyed up in the bottom right-hand corner here. We have got one of the gold Queen's Beast coins. This one is the Lion. Now this one and this is part of the reason why I wasn't getting them, because I missed the boat, so to speak, on buying them. The premiums on these are pretty high now. The cheapest that you can buy a 1 ounce gold Queen's Beast Lion is pretty much like £1,300–1,400 for an ounce of gold. So it's, you know, quite a lot, and it's not necessarily, I don't know if it's going to grow much more than that. It might well do, don't get me wrong, but it's still just a bullion ounce of gold rather than anything else. Now, I picked this up from the Silver Forum, sponsor of my channel. Really, really great offer, great price, fantastic price actually, if I'm being honest. And you know, that is part of the advantages of being on the Silver Forum. You can pick up some great things. So now that I've picked that one up, I'm going to keep my eagle eye out for the next one, the Queen's Beast Griffin in 1 ounce gold, and hopefully over the coming months we'll be able to backdate some of the 1 ounce golds as part of my longer term gold buying pension stack, and have a 1 ounce gold Queen's Beast collection for you guys to salivate over in the future. Now there's one other type of coin here which I purchased, gosh, it was over a year ago now, I think, and this one is the platinum 1 ounce version. Now platinum, I get asked still a lot of questions. I've done videos on platinum before, and it seems to get a lot of views constantly on my channel, and questions coming up about platinum. Is platinum a good buy? Should we be buying platinum? Well, since I bought this coin, platinum has continued to go down in price quite considerably, in fact. So this is representing, in fact, let's have a look. So I bought it, there you go, in August, 28th of August 2017, and paid £839 for it. Now, if I was to go and try and buy another ounce of platinum now, I think from memory it's something like £700. You know, so it's a lot less. And this represents something that I'm almost forced to hold on to now for a long time. I haven't checked recently, but the last time I checked, the 1 ounce platinum Queen's Beast Lions are not holding a similar ratio of, or percentage of premium to the other coins in the series. So if you are looking to collect you know, the Queen's Beast series in platinum, that might not be a good idea. I don't know whether that's just because there's not as many people who want to buy platinum. It's part of the pitfalls of investing in in platinum at the moment. You know, the prices, I just can't necessarily see it skyrocketing anytime soon, and it's an interesting discussion. But anyway, so I'm stuck with this one for the long term. You know, that's part of the risk that you take, and I think that's the message that I want to finish on with this video. I've rambled on now for nearly 13 minutes, and I want to finish this by always putting my normal caveat out there. If you're looking at this series and you love it, and you, like me, you just looking at this table in awe and thinking, gosh, it's so pretty, and I want it, I want more, I want all of them. Always bear in mind that coins might well end up being a flop, especially the proof coins. They might well not end up getting you a return on your investment. Personally, if you were going to go into the proof coins, I would recommend the gold proof over the silver proof, because you're paying something like 7 or 8 times the price of the metal for the silvers, but you're only paying maybe 1.5 to 2 times the well, probably about 2 times now with the gold price dropping, 2 times premium for the proof coins. So there's a great big difference there in terms of swing. Ultimately, those are made of gold. They're always going to have an inherent value. You're going to lose potentially less in terms of a percentage than you would for these. However, these are cheaper individually, so it's, I don't know, it's one of those interesting decisions to make. I don't think you can go far wrong with the bullion coins though. Now, that's not to say that that is financial advice and that you should rush out and buy them. Of course, every investment, every silver coin has its risks, has its pitfalls, but I just can't see, with the silver prices where they are at the moment and the fact that this series is continuing to grow with premiums and popularity, just can't see going far wrong with this. Now, to demonstrate how that is very apparent within the current market and collectors, this coming week, after this video, for those of you who've been watching this far, this is your reward. There is going to be a mega, mammoth, ridiculous unboxing. It's going to be pretty monumental. In fact, I'm quaking in my boots right now thinking about the amount of work which I've got to do after filming this video. And in that massive group order, there's nearly 40 of these 10-ounce coins. And this time next week, there'll be a video showing all of that. It's just going to be a sea of 10-ounce Queen's Beast coins. So definitely one not to miss. So if you want to see that video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you want to get a notification when it goes live, make sure you hit the alarm bell as well. If you liked today's video, then please do put a thumbs up on it and share it around on your social media. That would be very helpful for everything that I do here on my channel to help continue to grow it and make great content for you guys to watch. Otherwise, that is all I have to say. I hope you all have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.